Hello students, let me welcome all of you on behalf of the Unique Academy. What we are going to do today through this video is to share the English medium list for political science as their optional preparing for the MPSC, that is the Maharashtra Public Service Commission. म्हणजे राज्यशास्त्र या वैकल्पिक विषयाची इंग्रजी माध्यमातून जे विद्यार्थी तयारी करणार आहेत तर त्यांच्यासाठी ही बुक लिस्ट शेअर केली जाणार आहे. There are two papers. So paper 1, which is known as Political Theory and Indian Government and Politics, and paper 2, Comparative Politics, International Relations and India and World. Let us get started. Now this is a very important reference book for political theory written by O.P. Gauba, and the title is Introduction to Political Theory. And this is the central book as far as paper 1 section A is concerned. This book discusses all important concepts which are part of, rather integral to the title called as political theory, ideology as well, and wherever necessary, it brings in the discussion process all the relevant pertinent thinkers. So this is a very important one, must read book. Then there is a very important section in paper 1 section A syllabus, that is the Western political thought. So we have come up with two references. So one is again by O.P. Gauba, and the title of the book is Western Political Thought. But then, or you can go for this, which is quite a popular reference book for those students who prepare for the UPSC History of Political Thought, Plato to Marx, written by Sushila Ramaswamy and Subrato Mukherjee. So you can go for either of the two. Then this is another important segment from the syllabus, Indian Political Thought, again written by O.P. Gauba. That's a very precise book, and it comprises of ancient Indian political traditions such as Dharma Shastra, Arthashastra on one hand, and the 5 important modern political thinker, as part of the Indian political thought. So if you look at the number, so these are the 3 references which almost cover the syllabus of paper 1 section A. Broadly we can say political theory. Then comes the section B, which is known as Indian Government and Politics. So I have included 2 books. So one is Indian Government and Politics, written by Vidyut Chakravarti, or you can refer to Indian Government and Politics. Again the title is same, but written by A.S. Narang. So this is a recent one, this is an old one, you can rely on this. And that book is more than sufficient, because anyway for GS you refer to M. Lakshmikant's book. Now paper 2, so the first reference to be referred to by you is New Comparative Government by J.C. Zohri. There are 4 chapters as far as the syllabus of comparative politics is concerned, and that's a very important book. Then this is a kind of introduction to international relations, and which mainly focuses on all fundamental concepts from IR, written by V.K. Malhotra. This is a very foundational, fundamental, primary reference book, and you must refer to this. And then the reference book for section A of paper 2, but section A mainly the international politics. Global Politics, written by Andrew Haywood, and that's the reference book as far as the international political affairs are concerned. And then in paper 2 we have section B, in which this is a very fundamental book, India's Foreign Policy by Sumit Ganguly. Sumit Ganguly happens to be a very well-known authority on Indian foreign policy, so you can refer to that. Now this is a bit theoretical and analytical book, a bit old, and therefore we have included one more book on India's foreign policy written by Harsh Pant, and this is a recent one. So you can club both Ganguly on one hand for the theoretical foundation, and then you can take it forward and include the current and contemporary developments from India's foreign policy, relying on Harsh Pant's Indian foreign policy. These are the 3 volumes published by Unique Academy, and I am one of the 3 authors. What we have done through these volumes is to include model answers. Now volume 1, more than 375 model answers. Here around 300, and again here more than 300. Now while picking the questions, what we have done is to pick questions from PYQs, UPSC Political Science Optional papers. So around 50% answers happen to be answers of those questions which were asked by UPSC. And then the remaining 50% questions, are those questions which are anticipated, expected questions. And this is how we have club both of them together. So 50% answers of the PYQs and another 50% answers of those questions which are expected one, the most expected one. Now, as far as the features of these volumes are concerned, we have done and relied on quite an extensive research, gone through the original references, the journals, research articles, so on and so forth. We have also taken note of the dailies and newspapers, so on and so forth, to update the answers. Okay. And last but not the least, quite often students of political science get consumed in the process of understanding the syllabus. So, substantial part of your energy is consumed in the process of understanding, making sense of the syllabus. And therefore, it appears as a challenge as to how to put across that understanding in the form of the answers. And I think the volumes are key to that requirement of political science. So students, this is the reference list you can rely on. Thank you.